get so much more used to
I just
it.
started while you were talking. This is
That's
Sonali
fine.
Vongchursuri, who I've known for years, and I still. Okay, so remind me, Von
Vongchursuri.
Vongchursuri.
One,
Okay,
two, three. Rhymes with one, two, three.
so hello, parents, teachers, therapists, anybody who's interested in supporting kids with executive function challenges, and we're here at TEFOS 24 with Sonali from Forward Together Parenting. Sonali, what when a parent comes up to you and they say, "Hey, Sonali, I keep hearing about this thing called executive function. What is that? How might you respond?"
I love it that you're asking that, Seth. Okay, so I think of executive functioning, to sum it up, it's getting things done. But I think it's more complicated, or there's a bit of nuance to that, and I've written it down. So it's the part of us that we're like, okay, we want to get something done. So then what does that mean? So looking at three questions. What do we want in the future? What does that mean we need to do today? And then what do we need to be able to do the things that we need to get done today? And so it's looking at, I think there's an emotional component and a logical component to this. And I think it's like, how do we get ourselves to be able to do that thing is part of executive functioning. And that's getting attuned to and being able to be aware of what our needs are. I think a lot of times what happens with kids is they have these two parts within them. They want that future self wants to be able to do the thing. They'll be happy if they get their homework done right now. And yet there's that emotional part of them that's like, oh, but I'm happy reading this book or playing this game right now, or I fear doing the homework. And so how can we work with those parts within them and figure out, like, looking at what would they be proud of at the end of the day, and supporting them then with what do they need to be able to get that thing done that they want to do.
Right on. Thank you. And then you're one of our speakers this year for TFOS 24, executivefunctionsummit.com. You sign up right here if you haven't already. And what are parents going to be learning from you in your session this year?
Okay, so I'm going to be talking all about when kids show up differently in the world, how can they own who they are and be able to assert their needs? And owning who they are comes into figuring out, instead of related to executive functioning, trying to do a task the way everybody else does it, to figure out, to discover what is it that they need to be able to do that thing. And then being able to like their needs, even when they're different from those around their peers, even when they're different from those in their family, and being able to like, and that comes into owning who they are, comes into liking who they are, liking their needs. And to me, that builds into self-esteem, self-awareness, resilience, all those other things come, and they're able to do those things when they have that sense of self.
And for the parent who's new to you, this is your site forwardtogetherparenting.com. For the parent who's new to you and they say, oh, wait, who are you? What do you do? What's your job? How do you help kids and families? Like, how do you respond to that question?
Okay, why don't I start with my mission? I think I'm on a mission to create inclusion for both parent and child, for the parent that feels like they're on the outside looking in, and for the child that feels that way too. So I say I work with sensitive parents of sensitive, strong-willed kids. And I'm a sensitivity, needs, and regulation coach. What I really want to do is, I think the hill that I will die on, Seth, is that I'm all for figuring out how can you figure out, meet your child's needs and meet your needs at the same time, so that you're not on this emotional roller coaster, this ping pong of needs, and instead you have stability in your relationship with your child so that you can enjoy your relationship with your kid.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Sonali, for being here this year. Thank you, parents and teachers, for being here. And if you go to executivefunctionsummit.com, share it around if you like what we're doing, sign up, join us this year for the back to school event, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, Sonali.
Thanks, Seth.